What if I told you? The dragons from ancient myths are indeed just fantasy. They read distant echoes of real creatures that still walk among us today. Lizards are the living echoes of ancient dragons long before humans. Before even dinosaurs, these creatures were already evolving. They crawled through volcanic ash, hunted in prehistoric forests, and survived mass extinctions. Their story isn't just old, it's the blueprint of reptilian dominance. 300 million years ago, before mammals, before birds, even before dinosaurs. This was the Permian period, a time when the first reptile-like creatures began crawling across prehistoric landscapes. These early ancestors were small, scaly, cold-blooded, and incredibly resilient. Today we are talking about the lizard and their origin. So don't skip the video, let's start. The triumph of adaptation: what makes lizards some of the most successful survivors in history? The answer lies in one word: adaptability. From deserts to jungles, from tree canopies to underground burrows, lizards learn to live anywhere. Their diet: anything they can catch. Insects, fruit, eggs, even other lizards. Their bodies: custom-built for their environment. Some have sticky feet for climbing, others can run on water. Some evolved venom to paralyze prey, while others developed camouflage to vanish from predators. The flying dragon lizard glides between trees. The thorny devil collects water through its skin. These are not mythical beasts, they're real-life survival machines, perfected by evolution. Behind it all, it's the unstoppable force of natural selection, constantly shaping, testing, and refining every scale and limb. Over millions of years, each species became a master of its niche. From mini hunters to giant predators, lizards adapted to thrive where few could. The amazing diversity of lizards today: there are over 7,000 species of lizards, and each one tells a different story. Some, like the Komodo dragon, can grow over 10 feet long and take down deer. Others, like the leaf-tailed gecko, disappear entirely against a tree trunk. Chameleons change color and rotate their eyes independently. The Jesus lizard runs on water. The Gila monster stores fat in its tail. Lizards come in every color, size, and shape you can imagine, and some you can't. But they all share a common ancestry that stretches back to the age of the dinosaurs. Their geographic reach is just as impressive. From the scorching Sahara to the icy peaks of the Andes. In tropical rainforests, they live in treetops. In deserts, they bury themselves beneath the sand. Wherever life exists, lizards have found a way to adapt, survive, and flourish. Lizards and dinosaurs. A tangled family tree. Are lizards related to dinosaurs? The answer? Yes. But it isn't very easy. Dinosaurs and lizards both evolved from diapsid ancestors, but split down different evolutionary paths. Dinosaurs became massive, warm-blooded beasts, eventually giving rise to birds. Lizards, on the other hand, stayed small, nimble, and closer to the ground. But some lizards evolved traits so bizarre and powerful that they rival their ancient cousins. The Komodo dragon, for example, has a venomous bite and a bacteria-filled mouth that kills prey slowly. Some lizards exhibit convergent evolution, developing dinosaur-like traits without being dinosaurs. So while they aren't direct descendants of T-Rex, lizards are living reminders of that ancient reptilian empire. In fact, many scientists consider lizards the closest analog to prehistoric reptiles alive today. From the age of giants to the present day, these creatures have never stopped evolving. Now, lizard superpowers you won't believe? Lizard evolution isn't just about survival. It's about developing real-life superpowers. Let us start with camouflage. Some lizards can instantly change skin color to blend into their surroundings. The chameleon doesn't just match backgrounds. It also signals emotion, health, and temperature through color. Then there's the basilisk lizard, often called the Jesus lizard, which runs across the surface of water at lightning speed. In the deserts of Australia, the thorny devil absorbs water through its skin, funneling it directly to its mouth without even drinking. And let's not forget the flying dragon lizard, which unfolds skin flaps like wings and glides from tree to tree like a reptilian parachute. Some species even detach their tails when attacked and grow them back over time. Others, like the Gila monster, pack venom in their bite, a rare trait among lizards. These are not exaggerations. These are evolutionary marvels, developed over millions of years. Reproduction, intelligence, and social lives. You might think lizards are simple, cold-blooded creatures, but they're far smarter and more social than we realized. Many lizard species solve problems, learn from experience, and even remember territory maps. Monitor lizards and Komodo dragons have been shown to recognize humans, respond to training, and strategically explore new environments. When it comes to reproduction, some lizards don't even need a mate. Species like the whiptail lizard reproduce asexually. Others, like the male agnole, use colorful neck fans and head-bobbing displays in complex courtship dances. In social species, hierarchies exist, with dominant males defending territory and females choosing mates based on displays of strength. And get this, some lizards guard their eggs or stay near their young, defying the cold reptile stereotype. These behaviors show that evolution hasn't just shaped lizard bodies, it's enhanced their minds too. With intelligence, instinct, and memory all at play, lizards prove they're not just survivors, they're strategists. And there's still so much more to discover. Now, the top 20 most incredible lizards in the world, 20 of the most fascinating, weird, and legendary lizards alive today. Number 1, Komodo dragon, the world's largest lizard with a venomous bite. Number 2, chameleon, color shifting, 360-degree eye movement. Number 3, thorny devil, spiky desert dweller that drinks with its skin. Number 4, flying dragon lizard, glides through forests using wing-like ribs. Number 5, Gila monster, one of the few venomous lizards, slow but deadly. Number 6, basilisk, can run on water. Number 7, green agnole, small, agile climber with color-shifting skin. Number 8, frilled lizard, famous for its dramatic neck frill defense. Number 9, marine iguana, the only ocean-swimming lizard on Earth. Number 10, blue-tongued skink, uses bright tongue to scare predators. Number 11, bearded dragon, friendly, expressive, and a favorite pet. Number 12, satanic leaf-tailed gecko, masters of disguise in Madagascar. Number 13, glass lizard, looks like a snake but is a lizard. Number 14, tokay gecko, the loudest gecko with a powerful bite. Number 15, leopard gecko, desert dweller with eyelids and vibrant patterns. Number 16, armadillo lizard, rolls into a ball like an armored tank. Number 17, crested gecko, once thought extinct, now thriving in captivity. Number 18, water monitor, intelligent and semi-aquatic, grows huge. Number 19, night agnole, the largest agnole, bold and aggressive. Number 20, jeweled lacerda, stunning emerald-colored lizard from Europe. Each one of these species represents a unique evolutionary path, adapted to different challenges and environments. Some are miniature, others monstrous. Some can vanish into trees. Others dominate the ground. This is the true legacy of lizard evolution. Not just survival, but diversity beyond imagination. Lizards in human culture, myth and science. Throughout history, lizards have captured human imagination, both feared and revered. In ancient cultures, dragons were often inspired by real lizards like monitor lizards and crocodiles. In Mesoamerican mythology, lizards were symbols of rebirth and the Earth's renewal. In Asia, dragons symbolize wisdom and power, often modeled after serpentine reptiles. Even today, lizards appear in modern pop culture, from movies like Godzilla to video games, flags, and tattoos. But beyond myth, lizards are also scientific marvels. Biologists study their regenerative abilities to advance medical science. Imagine regrowing human limbs. Their venom is being studied for use in treating diabetes and blood pressure. These creatures are more than symbols, they're also living keys to human advancement. Whether through legend or lab, lizards continue to impact human life in powerful ways. From prehistoric survivors to future guardians, from the ancient swamps of the Permian to the city parks of today, they've walked with dinosaurs, outlived mass extinctions, and evolved into creatures so specialized they seem magical. But now, the greatest threat isn't natural, it's us. Habitat destruction, climate shifts, and poaching are threatening hundreds of species. If we lose them, we lose millions of years of evolutionary brilliance. The good news? We can still protect them. Conservation programs, ethical wildlife tourism, and habitat restoration are already making a difference. Whether it's a backyard gecko or a wild Komodo dragon, each lizard tells a story we can't afford to lose. Lizards in extreme environments. Lizards aren't just survivors, they're champions of extreme habitats. In the blistering Sahara Desert, species like the Uromastyx thrive under scorching sun and shifting sands. In rain-soaked Amazon jungles, anoles and geckos leap from leaf to leaf, hiding among vines and tree trunks. High in the Andes Mountains, the Lialamus lizards withstand freezing temperatures that would kill most reptiles. On tiny ocean islands, isolated species evolve rapidly, some changing drastically in just a few generations. In urban areas, some lizards have adapted to concrete heat islands, surviving alongside humans. These extremes force fast evolution, and lizards adapt at incredible speeds. Their success shows us what's possible when nature is pushed to its limits. They may look fragile, but in reality, lizards are the ultimate environmental warriors. Now, how lizards communicate. Think lizards are silent, think again, they're masters of nonverbal communication. Some species use body language like push-ups, head bobs, and dewlap displays to send messages. Male anoles flare bright throat fans to establish dominance or attract mates. The frilled dragon spreads its neck frill as a universal warning. Back off, while others like geckos use vocalizations, clicking, barking, and even squeaking to mark territory. Colors also tell stories. Chameleons shift shades to signal stress, aggression, or mating readiness. These signals aren't random. They're deeply embedded in lizard social codes. Even tail movements, slow waves or flicks can convey alarm or curiosity. Understanding how lizards communicate opens a window into how ancient creatures might have interacted. It's not just survival, it's language without words. Lizards that defy logic. Some lizards break every rule of what we think reptiles can do. The New Guinea skink gives birth to live young, not eggs. Some chameleons only live for a few months, making them the shortest living land vertebrates. The Leolepis lizard is all female, reproducing via parthenogenesis, cloning themselves to continue their lineage. Then there's the crocodile skink, which looks like a dragon but hides in damp caves and fiercely guards its eggs. Gliding lizards evolved flaps for soaring, yet never left the treetops for birds or bats. In Micronesia, night-hunting geckos developed eyesight sharper than cats, with 350x more color vision in the dark. One species of lizard in California even tastes the air like a snake, using its tongue to sense chemical trails. And in Madagascar, leaf-tailed geckos mimic dead leaves so perfectly they disappear into the forest floor. Every time scientists think they've figured lizards out, nature reveals something even weirder and more wonderful. Lizards in the climate crisis. As global temperatures rise, lizards are on the front lines of climate change. Many rely on external heat to regulate body temperature, making them vulnerable to overheating or cold snaps. Studies show that some tropical lizard populations have dropped by over 50% in just 2 decades. Climate shifts are also messing with their reproduction, especially for species where egg temperature determines gender. A warmer nest? All males. Cooler nest? All females. That imbalance could wipe out future generations. Desertification and rising sea levels are also shrinking natural habitats. Meanwhile, pesticides, pollution, and land development add to the pressure. But here's the twist. Some lizards are also adapting. Fast. Urban species are evolving larger toe pads, altered limb length, and even heat-resistant traits. Whether they'll outrun the climate crisis or not, that depends on what we do next. The future of lizards and why they matter. Despite their strength and adaptability, lizards today face a new kind of predator. U.S. Habitat loss, climate change, pollution, and the illegal pet trade are threatening species across the globe. Iconic lizards like the Philippine sailfin dragon and the armadillo lizard are now endangered. Rising temperatures are also altering their reproduction cycles, especially for species that rely on temperature to determine sex. But hope remains. Through conservation, protected habitats, and education, we can protect these ancient survivors. Lizards are more than just reptiles. They're living fossils, windows into evolution, and key players in their ecosystems. They eat pests, pollinate plants, spread seeds, and keep nature in balance. And let's face it, they're just plain cool. From dinosaurs to dragons, their story is still being written, and we're part of the next chapter. The question is, will we help them survive or push them into extinction? The most ancient lizards still alive. Some lizards alive today are unchanged for millions of years, living fossils among us. Your tuatara of New Zealand isn't technically a lizard, but it looks like one. Its lineage dates back 200 million years. It has a third eye under its skin, used to sense light and time seasonal cycles. The Komodo dragon likely evolved from ancient monitor lizards that roamed alongside giant mammals. Gila monsters and beaded lizards retain venom systems that evolved during the time of saber-toothed cats. These lizards tell us not just where evolution can go, but how far back it stretches. When you see one, you're looking at a creature older than humanity itself. They've survived meteor strikes, ice ages, mass extinctions. But now, in the age of humans, their greatest test begins. Ancient doesn't mean obsolete. It means wise, adapted, and worthy of awe. From dinosaurs to dragons, from the volcanic chaos of the Permian to the concrete jungles of today, lizards have endured it all. They've evolved into gliders, diggers, climbers, runners, and swimmers. Each form fine-tuned by millions of years. They've inspired myths, monsters, and marvels, becoming symbols of survival, power, and mystery. But now, their story includes us. What we protect, what we destroy, shapes their future. And these aren't just reptiles. They're ancient bloodlines, still alive, still evolving, and still essential to the ecosystems they support. From dinosaurs to dragons, lizards remind us. Evolution isn't over. It's happening right now. So the next time you see a lizard sunning on a rock or scaling a wall, pause. You're not just watching a creature. You're witnessing history in motion. Subscribe for more of this type of content, because the smallest creatures often carry the biggest stories.